This is the funny bit, because we just make sure that we've gone live, and it looks like we are live on Facebook. Good afternoon, Super Sue.
Good afternoon, Ben.
Shall I we just look on your page as well? Doesn't look like it's come up. So what I'll do, just because I know you've got a lot of your Susan Barnes fan club watching, haven't they? So let's just make sure. Okay, cool. So share.
I'm leaving all the technical stuff to you. That's your department.
Group. Oh, there's 2 people on, so it must have gone onto your page. If not, we can do it straight afterwards.
Yeah, no problem.
Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Fantastic. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. It's just after 5 p.m. Hopefully you all had an amazing weekend. It was sunny and it was a good one. Do you have a good weekend, Sue?
I did. A really good one. Thank you.
Fantastic. So again, every Monday, I think we know the drill right now, that every Monday at 5 o'clock, we are doing a client success story group interview. And it gives me great pleasure because we've got an amazing speaker today that's going to tell us a little bit about herself in a second. And I'm going to ask her a couple of questions. You're not too nervous, are you, Sue?
No.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Let me start that again. I need to click record. There's always something I keep forgetting. If anyone's wondering what the background is there, that is happy birthday. It was Esme's birthday at the weekend. So that is still there. She did say to me this morning, Daddy, please do not remove that. Can we keep it there for the next week? Ironically, it's my birthday next weekend. So, hey, we might as well just leave it there.
Why not?
Absolutely. But so yeah, let's get the party started. Welcome everybody. If you're watching live, hashtag live. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. Always like to know where people are tuning in from. But as I said before, every Monday I like to go live with some of the amazing ladies that I've had the pleasure of working with, and this lady has had an extraordinary result in a relatively short period of time. So Sue, please just introduce yourself. Obviously they know your name is Sue, but let everybody know a little bit about you, and your job, your background.
Well, hi everybody. As Ben said, my name is Sue. I am a wellbeing consultant. I run my own business and I am very lucky to work 3 days a week in a fantastic school. I teach children and women about mindset, about well-being in various different aspects, and how to live their lives with a happy heart and be true to themselves and the best they can be. That's about it, really, in a nutshell, Ben.
You're so modest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, nothing too crazy, but what were your challenges and struggles prior to knowing about the Drop a Dress Challenge? You know, what were you weighing at the start? You know, just tell everyone a little bit, let everyone know a little bit about the challenges and stuff when we first spoke. What were you struggling with before? Any challenges that you could share with the ladies watching?
Yeah, sure, happy to, because I'm hoping my story might relate to some of the ladies that are watching tonight. Basically, up until September 2019, I didn't even own a scales. I've always been a size 10, 12 for the majority of my life. I am an emotional eater, so occasionally I would shoot up to a 14, but then that was my guideline. You stop eating for a week and then you're back to square one again. It was great. But apart from my wellbeing business, I used to work part-time in hospitality, and I decided in September 19 that I was going to retire from hospitality and focus on the wellbeing business. And within the space of a month, I'm sure there's women who are similar age to myself, I just completely changed body shape. It was like as if all the weight in my body got up, went on a little holiday and decided to settle around my middle and my hips. I honestly at that point thought I had put on about 2 stone, but I went to the doctor and I'd put on 2 pounds. So it was a little bit disconcerting. So I went on a mission. I tried dieting, I tried Slim Fast, I tried Pilates, I tried yoga. I tried a couch to 5K, but that ended up being a couch to the end of the road because I am not a natural runner. So fast forward 6 months, then we had COVID. And it was just a case of, 2020 was a bit of a learning curve, because I sort of got to accept myself for being a size 14. And actually, I'm nearly 60. Size 14 is okay. You know, I've got friends who are bigger and they were perfectly happy with the size they were. So I really felt like I'd got to the stage where I shouldn't moan. So when but then in January this year, my brother was diagnosed with diabetes, and diabetes is very prone in our family. So I'm sure you remember our first conversation when I kept saying to you, I won't lose any weight. There's no way I'm going to lose any weight, but I do, and I think I must have repeated that about 8 times. But what I said was, I don't feel like me anymore. I'm very sluggish. And I really don't want to end up with diabetes on top of everything else. So I think I remember saying, I don't cook. What can you do for me, really?
When you said you don't cook, I thought, crikey, I don't cook. And I've got an amazing wife that cooks for me. So I'm in a good place. But I did fear the worst.
Yes, I mean, I did when we hung up on that Zoom call. I did feel really bad. I thought if he ever contacts me again, it will be a miracle, because I must be his worst customer. But here we are.
Amazing. You touched on there some of the things you've tried in the past. I won't say, Slim Fast and various other things. And it's something that comes up time and time again, what people have tried and all that. But how do those things compare to what you're doing with me, like the 4 pillars, everything I've kind of shared with you within the meal plan, the recipe, some real simple tips that I gave you and some guidance? How does that compare?
There is no comparison. I mean, for me, what happened was, because I have to have an annual checkup with the doctor, and I can still see that day in 2019. When I was trying to explain, what's happened, and it's the mindset. I mean, even the doctor's opinion was, well, it happens to us all. You're nearly 60. You're at that age when you should just really accept it. And that's what I did until I met you. And because I teach people about mindset, and I know how our thoughts affect what we do. But it's society. It's just, it's accepted, and then you get bombarded with, well, you can't lose weight. You have to boost your metabolism with all these different fangled gadgets. There is no comparison to, when I started working with you. There isn't. I can't.
Really, really kind there. I will pay you later, I promise. So fast forward to where you are today, Sue. Fast forward to where you are today. What results have you achieved? Tell everyone.
Okay, so in 5 weeks, I have lost 18 pounds, and I have lost 6 inches off my waist. And when you asked me to do this interview after I'd got over the shock, it hadn't even crossed my mind, because I was still wearing the same clothes and doing the same thing. Now, the people who know me, it's not just the weight loss. And I'm trying very hard not to get emotional, but I think actually the emotion will help people understand, because you've given me back me. Okay, excuse me while I haven't been able to be, this is me. Okay, jeans and t-shirts are not me. This is me. Wow. Little black dress and my heels, and you have given me back me. Being able to put this on has given me back my sparkle. It's given me back my confidence. It's given me back the ability to actually be able to inspire others. And for that, it's priceless. Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, Susan, when you told me the other day about that and you showed me the dress and you told me that little story, I was close to having a few tears, because when I've you know, honestly, when I've seen the results you have and some of the other people that I've been working with over the last 90 days, you know, we haven't drastically changed anything other than we've given you a plan, we've given you some guidance, we've given you some motivation. I think one of the first conversations you said to me, Ben, your boot camps, your training, you're so hard, you're so like, you know.
Well, I think I actually called you a sadist.
I think you did.
Because yeah, it is, and don't get me wrong, it hasn't been easy. I'm not going to say I just, you know, chatted to you and the weight fell off, but it's the accountability, it's the motivation that you get with working with you. It's seeing the other ladies, you know, in the group, and everybody's journey is different. I mean, I've lost 18 pounds, but I've only dropped one dress size, because everybody's going, oh, here, you must be back in your size 10. For me, as I said at the very beginning of the journey, it wasn't about losing weight, it was just about getting healthy. And it wasn't until I actually started to lose the weight that I thought, actually, this is doable, you know, this is doable. And yeah, you know, and it's something, they're habits, and this is what I love about it. It's not just a diet sheet and get on with it. There is a plan, there is a purpose, there's structure behind it. Which,
just let everyone know on the call as well, because we haven't starved you, have we?
No, honestly, that's what really, really surprised me. I did expect to starve, because I said to you, I wanted to go hardcore. So I went from 2,500 calories to 1,000 calories a day. And I thought, this is going to kill me. But I had no headaches, no tiredness. It changed my relationship with food, changed how I look at it, changed what I eat. And yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. It really is. You know, anybody that's out there that, you know, is just thinking about it, contact this man. He works miracles.
You're so kind. On that note, so please share 3 top action points for those that are looking to achieve the same results as you. Could you share 3 top tips that I've shared with you over the last 5 weeks? Any 3 action points that you'd like to share with everyone?
Drink more water. That is something I really struggled with, but it's made a huge difference. Set your morning routine. I mean, I thought I had a good morning routine until I adapted it to work with yours. And that really gets me motivated for the day. And yeah, and make it fun. You know, like I said, make it fun. I do body groove in the morning. I dance around the kitchen like a lunatic. If, you know, and don't use having kids as an excuse. Get them involved, you know, have a good old dance. Get those vibes, get those positive vibes going, because it really makes a huge difference to you staying on track.
Fantastic. Final question, Sue. If someone's been seeing all the results, and I listen, I you know, I think you said to me, Ben, I think we've got the Ben Jackson fan club, because I'm promoting you left, right, and centre. I'm sharing.
Yeah, I know. I have been asked a few peculiar questions.
I appreciate that. And again, at the end of the day, if you've got a good service, or, you know, I've built my business through promotion and recommendation, you know, no heavy lifting, no hard sell. But the question is, if someone's seeing all the results that you have been achieving, and maybe they've got 1 or 2 seeds of doubt maybe in their mind, what would you say to that individual?
I would say chat to you, because it's a bespoke service. You know, you do look at the individual. It's not just chuck a plan at somebody and hope for the best. And I would just say my thing would be to talk to you, you know, because you do so much for women. Like even on Facebook, you've got groups. I mean, this all started with you sending me, you know, trying to prove a point and sending me that diet sheet, you know, and sort of said, give it a try.
Not a diet sheet.
No, it's not a diet sheet. Sorry. I know exactly. And I hate that word as well, because I teach women to love the bodies they're in. And I hate the word diet. But yeah, just have a chat with you, because you know, it's a bespoke service. It's not one. Everybody's journey is different, and that's what I've loved about it. I've lost a lot of weight, but because of my age, you know, my body shapes, it's going to take longer for that to actually change. So don't judge yourself by somebody else's journey. Everybody else's journey is different. and just go for it. You've got, you know, you've got nothing to lose except a few pounds.
Susan Barnes, thank you so much for tuning in today with us. And listen, I really appreciate you sharing that story, because I think we've had like 12, 13, 14 people on live now.
Wow.
So put your hands together, virtual clap, virtual hug. I'm sure if you've been watching this live or watching it on the replay that you've had maybe a tear in your eye. Can actually relate to this. And you know, the reason I'm doing this is no sales coy to try and get loads of women calling me. I have had my wife say, Ben, your Facebook is full of women. You're getting text messages by women. I'm like, well, that's my niche. I specialize in working with ladies that want to drop a dress size or two, that want to create better habits. And like I said, I'm going to be doing lives every week for as long as I have clients, sharing the results and keep banging the drum about the results that we're getting, because we're not dieting.
No, it's not a diet.
We're creating a 4-point plan that's based on exercise, nutrition, mindset, accountability. You know, I've got an awesome group of ladies right now, and that's what I love, is that we're all together. All right, I'm actually talking like a woman now, aren't I? But listen, thanks so much, Susan, for coming on today.
It's my pleasure. I just hope it might, you know, if anybody particularly my age, because we do get told that, you know, it happens to us all. It doesn't if they know a Ben Jackson.
You know, you don't mind me saying that, you know, I told you before, but a couple of years off 60, I think you look, well, I know you do. You look incredible. You looked well when I first met you, but now, like I said, I seen you the other day and I was like, wow, you know, you look even better. You look different. You've got a sparkle. You've got that.
This is it. I've got my sparkle back, and I haven't had my sparkle for a good 2 years. So thank you. Whatever else, thank you for giving me back my sparkle.
It's a pleasure, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you got some great value. Let us know in the comments below whether you watch live, whether you watch the replay, where you tuned in from. And like I said, have a great rest of your Monday. Susan, it's been a pleasure. Don't forget, we've got training at 6:15. Don't be late.
I know. I think I better go and get changed.